Attention, attention, attention. This is the Tao Net B of today. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign. And I already got TY4SXG, so yeah. Who else is coming? Check in with me now. TY9 Mike Yu.
TY4LEI Tango Yankee for Lima Echo India.
Okay, TY4LEI. Anyone else? Anyone else? Let me check. TY4SXG, are you around?
Yes, here's one. This is 204 SHG.
Okay, so we got two people. Anyone else is here to join in it? Please come in with your call sign. Wow, so quiet. Even this morning it was quiet when we start. And eventually we have like six people, I believe, at the end. So let's see if anyone will join us later. We'll begin the net. So this morning, both of you are not here, so we'll bring up the topic again. We talked about thinking, like thank you. And the problem with most people are they don't really understand what is thinking, when to do it, when to not do it, how to do it, and so on. Most people relate this to like they think that thinking is showing appreciation, and that is not. So, thinking is not a way to show appreciation. Thinking, in some law wisdom, very precisely, it's called 解. 解 is like a way of concluding. So imagine someone is doing a performance on the stage. When they're all done, right? You see the curtain roll down, and then everyone comes out and thank the audience for coming, right? That's thinking. That's concluding. That is the thinking. So imagine you have a cup. I have a jug of water. Okay, I pour the water into you, into your cup. When do you say thanks? So I pour a little bit, and then you're like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then I stop. When you say thank, you're saying that I have got what I wanted already. So it's finished. So if you come with a cup and you're expecting me to give you half a cup, then you see I'm pouring, and when I'm about to reach to the half mark, you say thank, that's okay. So I will stop. But if you don't say anything, I'll continue. So if you want a full cup, then keep going until I almost reach the top. Then you say thanks. Thank you is to tell the other side, I have gotten enough. I have gotten what I wanted. In Chinese, people will say many thanks, 多谢. And that means many, like you have more than you need. So you come and ask.
Yes, here's one. I have I've been guilty of doing this myself. It's in a in Australian culture as well. It's a bit of a it's similar to Canadian. Well, some people say Canadians do it as well. We often say sorry and thanks all the time, like almost like we're apologizing for ourselves. Um, um, when it comes to I totally understand what you're talking about when it comes to like almost like a formal event of some sort where there's like the end of a particular sequence of teachings or an event or something like that where you'd have like a more of a ceremonial almost thank you. Um, but I was thinking that when it comes to more of a like a micro sequence of communication with you, where you've given us a, uh, um, advice or a suggestion or a teaching about something, and it is it's like a smaller unit of events. There's no place to say thank you for a smaller when we receive something from you in a smaller way like that. I'm just gonna check with you. 204 SHG.
Good question. That leads to another part of the lesson, which is the different kind of thinking. So we have small thank you, small thinking, medium thinking, and big thinking. The small one is like, you ever go to the dim sum place, right, where you go yum cha with people. So you have like the dim sum, you have the tea. So people fill up your tea, like your friend maybe pour tea for you. You don't say thank you. You tap the table with your finger, right? So they know you're like acknowledging it, you're thanking it um, while you're tapping. And you don't keep tapping. You put your hand there ready to tap. And when they're like almost full or to the point you're like good, then you like tap a few times, like 2 times, something like that. And then they know. So it's like the thing is inside you, it's in your heart, but you're not saying it out. Like you're not letting the chi come out. You're putting it inside. That's called small thinking. Okay, so they get it, you get it, it's kind of like that. And but I'm not saying it out. I'm not saying things yet. So you kind of accumulate throughout the whole thing. And when it's like a time to actually say things, because feel like, oh, this is just too much, I can't hold it anymore, then you say think. The other side will also feel that you're really thanking them, right? Because you're like, you really got enough. So you kind of yeep yourself for the time being. um, while we are on the Zello, you can't really like tap or show me a gesture that is physical, right? So sometimes you can use like sound. Oh, ah, ooh, right? It shows that you got it, right? You got that part. Um, oh, oh, right? And then that sound make me understand, oh, you get it. Yeah. And then later on, maybe like at the end, you will want to say things, right? At the end, at very end, when we are like doing your 507, things like that. That's okay because we're done with the whole net, the whole lesson. So it's okay to do a thing by then. They are also big thinking. So when you say it out, it's medium. The big thinking is when you deliver in a tangible form. Like at the end of the month, you use money to carry your intention to think, right? So I keep the money. If we're like in real person, some people will like buy a gift or a food or something like that that I can keep. When we thank the altar, we do like a food upload, right? That thanking. So remember, if you thank too early, it is going to be a big, 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 big problem. I'll get into that later. TY4LEI, Tango Yankee 4, Lima Echo India. A.
Tango Yankee for Limo at India. Yes, John. Yeah. I guess uh, gotta make it a habit. I guess it's not I guess it's not like a good thing to say thank you right away. Um, yeah, like before they do anything, you say thank you already. It doesn't make sense. So it's more like even with the gods, like you gotta, I guess you gotta talk to them, ask for help, and then later you give a feedback and say thank you. That's to come like then later do food upload. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It kind of makes sense now. Like the big thing and small thing, but I guess it's never a good thing to say thank you already, like before anything happened. I don't know what the perspective on that is. TY4 LEI.
Okay, before I begin, anyone want to check in? Anyone want to check in? Please come now. Okay, I'll continue. Uh, okay, few points here. Number one, small thinking with the gods. We bow, right? Thank you for your time. We bow. The bowing is a form of small thanking. We're not saying it, we show it, right? It's inside our heart. So whenever we like tell the God something, we will always bow, right? To acknowledge, to let the God know that, thanks. But we are not, it's kind of like I'm done talking. Okay. Like the word thinking, you can kind of switch it to like concluding. Concluding is like of something, right? So when you're done with your part, you bow. You see, like you take the incense, right? You go up. Okay, now what do I do? I do the harsh bell, harsh bell, harsh bell, harsh bell. I stomp everything. Now, am I done? Yeah, yeah, right? I'm done. Bow. You see, whenever we're done something, we bow. Bowing is to conclude. It's to like a small conclude, saying that I'm done with this. I'm done with this, right? You get it? So if you ask the God for help, right? So after you're done speaking the whole message, right? It's like right now, if we are talking on the net, when I'm done, what do? I conclude by saying, uh, okay, let's pass the mic to da 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 da, right? So that's my way to conclude. You might conclude by like saying your call sign. When we talk to the altar, we conclude that every uh, talk or action or thing we do after we're done, we bow. Okay, that's concluding. So, yeah. So now you know. Very simple. So before anything started, you finish talking, you bow. Okay. Now the way to conclude with the altar. Let's say you are asking for let's say Wing's case. Okay, Wing's case about the divorce and everything. Okay, so the end of everything is when she is like done with the divorce, right? So the court is all done, everything is done, and she's like 100% completed. That is the time she would do a big concluding with the altar god or even with the lineage god, right? So she would like buy something, like a meal, and then upload to the altar and say, oh, thank you so much for helping me with everything and so on. You can also think with a letter, write it out, just something that is physical, which can carry your thought. It doesn't have to be food. It can be like a drawing, a picture, or even MMs and things like that, right? You can also do that. So anything tangible. But before that, there are many stages in the project, right? For example, the whole thing is not done, but she got like the thing filed. Okay, that's good. Phase like that's one point that's done, right? So she can say thanks. So go to the altar, burn incense, and say it, right? Say it to the God using verbal to say, oh, in your mind, you go like, oh, thank you for helping me. This part is done. And then next part will be like maybe the court date on the 20th. So when that is over, you go and say thanks again. And then the next part, maybe, moving things, everything to Lay's house. And when that part's done, you go say thanks again. You say it. Those are the medium. Okay. Now, however, whenever you need to start something, so you ask the God for help, right after you ask, you do a bow, you do small thanking. There we go. Okay, anyone else want to get in? Please come in with your call sign. Okay, TY4SXG, Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
This is 204 Sierra Hotel Golf. Yeah, so I understand the kind of thanking the gods at the altar, and I understand the way that you suggest that we should thank you when we're on Zello. What about online? Like, if I've asked a question and you've given me an answer, and it's clear that that's kind of like that's your answer, should I? Is there like one of your stickers that we could use to just mean to say like little thanks, like somehow or something like that, like a bowing, or maybe there is one already. I should have a look. Um, just wondering what we could use on online to mean a little thanks type thing. 204 SSG.
Okay. Online, you can use stickers, emoji, anything like that. It's fine. Um, well, you see, we have the 201, okay? But 201 is more like it's kind of like when we do work, like have a mission, then we use the code. But normal talk, we don't use those codes. It's kind of like when you use the 201 all the time, it feel kind of like no feeling. Okay, so any sticker that shows something positive, something happy, something funny is fine. Anything is fine. Just well, you want to express that you got it, you're happy, right? Something like that. It's good enough. So it doesn't really need to be a specific sticker. Just be creative is fine. Okay. Um, huh. Sometimes when I talk to Bear, we use some like stickers that is like that Lanai cat, and and the Lanai cat would be like doing something very stupid, like roll like a ball, or like show his ass, or like wiggle the tail, and something like that, right? It's very stupid, but it's very funny. So we kind of use those and just randomly throw out some silly poses as a way to like I got your message, it's kind of like that. But the cat is like really silly, so it's really funny, and when you look at it, it makes you laugh. So that works. That's our culture in the lineage. Um, Talking about that line, this morning, surprisingly, Bear was talking to Wing on the other room, and she asked her, "Hmm, you use this emoji with the palm together. What does it mean for you? What does it mean? When you use it, what is your intention?" Eventually leading to the lesson teaching her that when you use emoji, a lot of people use that prayer hand, and you realize that it's Buddhism, right? We don't do that here, right? So you don't use that hand sign to say thanks, because it's actually like, hey, we don't do that stuff here. What are you doing? Um, so yeah, watch what you're sending, because sometimes people are so used to the norm out there, and they don't realize that, hey, it's actually against our culture here in Samlo Tao. In even in China, so many people are confused between Buddhism and Taoism. So there are people who go to Taoism temple, and they kind of use Buddhism method to greet the altar, the gods, and these Taoists are all confused why people come in and like they're praying to Buddha. So a lot of people are making videos on TikTok, the Chinese one, educating the public to like properly greet the Taoism gods, and don't do these to these. So, if even out there, like those crappy Taoism are talking about it, you as a Samlo Taoist should not make the same mistake and become a joke in the world, right? So, mind what you're doing, and all those emoji that you're using. TY4LEI, Tango Yankee 4, Lima, Echo India, Lima, Lima, Ma, not limo, not the car. Okay, TY4LEI, TY4LEI.
Uh, yes. Tango Yankee for Lima, Echo India. Uh, yes, I done. I kind of doze off a little bit. But can like a brief like over like what was talk about?
Haha. Like I told you earlier, the neutral soul is running out. Huh? It's okay. Um, Well, one of the main point is we're talking about the prayer hand emoji. Um, so we're saying that a lot of people are not um, realizing that that's Buddhism. So if you use that here and think that you're like actually thanking people with that hand sign, then you're like an Indian, right? So what and be mindful of what you're doing with your hand. If you don't know what that is, you now you know. And even those Taoists in China, they are making videos to educate people to go to the Taoist temple and use the proper hand sign to greet their gods. So if you're here, right, you should not be like worse than that. So, so mind you that we have our ways to greet our God and don't use the Buddhist way. TY4LEI. Hey,
Okay. Yeah. Yes, Ajahn. Yeah, that one. That Buddhist hand sign where you put the palm together. I think in JC they also do that. So it's kind of like well, JC is, I don't know what they use that to pray or something, but Buddhists they use it to greet. Yeah, for me, I have never used that hand sign like yeah, for me when I ordained, because it kind of feels awkward for me when I if I try to do that. So that's why I never do that, because I kind of get the vibrate, like it doesn't look sound like when I try to do that, it doesn't feel like a Buddha a Taoist way at all. So yeah, I think it's like a misconception for the world. Like they think that hand sign is like universal or something, or part of the Asian way of like doing things with religion. Because I know, like I don't know if like ancestral. I think they kind of use that as well when they talk to the ancestors, and uh, they like, but yeah, and it seems to be kind of like a misconception in the world about that hand sign, and they don't realize like in Taoism, just because like it's kind of like more Asian like we don't use that there, and yeah, TY4LEI.
TY4CHG, this is Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
welcome in. Cheng said TY4CXG, and then Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Maybe he needs some sleep. Okay, let's hand the mic to Cheng, TY2CXG, Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yes, Ajahn, came in kind of late. I'm not too sure what is the topic today. Back to you, TY2CSG.
Well, it's okay because we talked about the sickness this morning, the thanking, and now we're linked to the prayer hand sign emoji. So this morning, Wing was talking like to Bear, and Bear was asking her, "Hey, you know what this actually means? Do you have any intention for this one?" Kind of asking her that. And hey, you know what? This is not a Taoist hand sign. We don't use that here. It's like we don't greet people like that here. Make no sense in our dictionary. So realize that is a Buddhism thing, right? Then don't use it. Imagine newbies come in and then you use that hand sign with them. They are going to get confused. Okay, Mike, back to you. TY2 CXG.
Yes, Ajahn. I've definitely been guilty of using that hand sign. Well, the emoji. I thought it was a high five. Actually, I didn't know there was a prayer sign. But yeah, it's definitely would be confusing and contrary to what we're trying to promote here. So I totally understand. And that will fall into the same category as re-education with the topic we had this morning about saying thank you. So that is good information to know. That could be a part of like a newbie starter pack. Back to TY2CSG. This is Tanko Yangi 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay. Well, back to the hand sign a bit. The so the thing is like, what do we use that hand sign for? like the middle finger, right? You got to understand in our dictionary what that thing means. We do put our hands together, like clapping the hands together, but why? Well, that is more like a transition hand sign. So, like when we greet the God, we would like put the hands out like that and kind of clap it, right? When you do that, what it means is your heart, right? The in and out channel gathers up in the center. So you're like focusing your heart. But the difference is the Buddhists would like, they hold the hand with like all the fingers pointing at the sky, right? But for us, we're kind of like 45-degree pointing outward because we're focusing our heart and then aiming at the outside that is in front of us. Okay, so we clamp the hand like that, and then we turn to the Tai Chi hand sign right away, and then we do the bow, the rose, and so on. So we do put the palms together as a transition, but we do not greet people just like, with just that thing because it doesn't make sense. We focus the heart, we start the communication, and then we do golden bridge to extend our heart to touch the other party's heart. So that is what we use the hand sign for. The other thing I want to mention is there's this phrase in Chinese we call 大恩不言謝, right? It means that when the grace is so big, we don't say thank you. So why? Because first of all, it's so big to the point that it's like there's never an end. It feels like this is so big, it's not going to end. So you couldn't really repay it back. You couldn't like it's more than enough to the point that it's so overwhelming. So we say there's never an end. So you don't need to say the thank you. You actually like show. You keep showing. So for example, like Sazon giving you the care and the teachings, right? These are like big stuff that will continue for the rest of your life. You know that it's not going to end. So if you like thank me for all that, that means like you want it to end here. No, it's not making any sense, right? Or yeah, like if someone just keeps saying thanks to me, it just feels like you want to cut the relationship right away. It's ending. It's ending. I have had enough. It's okay. You don't need to give me more. It feels like that. Okay, so when you like communicate with me, you don't need to think all the time. You have like monthly thinking and like those kind of things. But when you say things, right, you don't need to say it all the time. At the end of the lesson, right, end of the whatever, yeah, sure, once, but not all the time. Okay, let's roll back to the top. TY4 S6G, Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Yep. Yeah, I posted online. I went through your stickers and I found one that had the like the sun moon salute. Is that like a possible can be used in the context of like a line chat where you've answered a question with a response that I think is amazing and so I'm thanking you for it. Like just putting that sticker maybe or something like that. Or as you said, any sticker is good. That shows appreciation, I guess, or is happy. Um, it's interesting the kind of confusion between greeting, prayer, and thanking, and how I wonder when it comes to Buddhism and Christianity, when people are praying, um, um, they're confusing their prayer hand gestures with like thank you, or the is there a place for prayer and thank you in the same as kind of in the same place? Like, because it's like you're asking the gods for something, and you're also um, in advance, kind of thanking them for their response. Is there a place to do that kind of thing? 204 SHG.
Okay, a few things. Prayer is a praise to God, right? And thinking is a concluding. There are two different things. You don't mix it up. But you always do like small concluding when you're done with something. So when you're done with a prayer, you go hit the hang and you go bow, right? So you bow. So there are concludings over there. And so you can say it's like the small thinking. But the prayer, you need to know it is about like praising the God. And you can praise the God to like before things begin, like that's what we do all the time. So like if we're doing a ceremony, you would do some prayers before that ceremony actually take place, right? So we do that to like invest into the God, to boost the God that we're going to use, and then later we ask the God to help us do things. Okay, it's kind of like um before you ask someone to do something for you, like to cook your dinner or something like that, you gotta please them first, make them happy, and then they have a good time, and then they will do a good job. Okay, kind of like that. So yeah, that's how we do it. Um, Another thing is with the altar, there are also other like many other forms of thinking and concluding. there were there were a time when we were like doing a big group project in the past, and we were like in a magic battle with a lot of people at once, and we have a formation set up, and there are a few departments uh, doing it together. And funny enough, like one of the department was like so stupid, they went and conclude on day two. So, hey, they're thanking the God. They're like concluding. So they do that by pulling out all the incense sticks and clearing up the pot. And I'm like, what are you doing? And after that, the whole magic broke and backfired. Everyone got hit. And after that project, that department is gone. Like they basically ew and disappeared. That basically, yeah. So you remember the HP bar, right? You get hit to the point you will give up. You lose faith, right? And you give up. So they basically died in the Tao from that one incident. Crazy stuff. TY4LEI, Tango Yankee 4 Lima Echo India.
Tango Yankee 4 Limo Echo India. Yes, John. Yeah, that's quite interesting. How just pulling out the incense. Now that I heard that story a couple times already, and I feel like so if you do that, you're resetting everything. So if you have like a formation set up, then if you do that, then so what happened? Like is like uh if you like let's say you have an ongoing case, but then your thing is so there's so much that you have to clean it off, and like the lunar 1st or 15th is coming, uh like what do you do by then? Like you just leave it regardless, or let's see, it's or what if it's like a long-term case and you have to work on it like for a while, and it was like past like months or something like that, then what do you do by then? I'm just kind of curious, but yeah, I kind of understand like let's say you upload incense as well, and like you have like more than one people uploading incense as well to the pot, and it tracks their soul and stuff like that. Either make it easier for to track and stuff, but once you pull it out, like it's resetting everything, and if they're not there, then you won't be able to track them down again until the next time they upload. So gotta be mindful of the pot resetting thing. TY4 LEI.
That is correct. That's why we have to plan. Okay. So many ways to do it. One way is you can tell the god first and ask the god if you can do this, and if they say yes, you can do this plan, which is you clear the pot, but you keep those sticks, like keep it around the altar, like in a bag or in a box or something, right? You keep it, and then so the pot have space that you can continue to burn incense while those sticks are still there. And then when the whole big case is over, then you burn everything or throw everything out. So that is one option. And the other option is if I have a very important formation that needs to be separated, then you can build another pot for that. So anything about that, it's going in that pot only, not other pots. Okay, so you can like have a specific pot for a specific person or a specific formation, and you work with that pot. And so clearing the main altar doesn't affect that one. Okay, you can also have separated pots, like we have a sky pot. Okay, the sky pot is where I put all the daily morning and night incense. So in the main pot, like inside, that will be like important things, like exorcism incense or some other specific things, right? Those incense are up there. So if I'm like clearing the pot for, the everyday stuff, I just deal with the sky pot. That's it. But the inside pot is the one that do work, like project. So those are not being touched, and I still have space. And it's not going to like cramp up because my everyday incense is not there. It's out, right? So it's not cramping up over there. So this is a lot of incense pot management that you have to plan and see how you want to do it. And also you can div to see how the god allows you to do it. And so yeah, just give it some thought and plan your way to do it. There you go. TY2 CX2 Charlie Hotel Golf. TY2 CX3 Tango Yankee 2 Charlie Hotel Golf. Okay, not sure where he went. Anyone else want to check in? Please come in with your call sign. Okay, back to the top. TY4 SXG Tango Yankee 4 Sierra Hotel Golf.
I zoned out a bit there, Sidran. Sorry. So I with the heart incense hand sign that when we raise it up to our foreheads to greet the gods, that's a greeting, isn't it? Yeah. So that's probably the closest we get to the palms together hand sign that the other guys do. I'm guessing TY4 SHG.
Okay. First of all, when we use heart incense hand sign, the purpose of that compared to the Tai Chi hand sign is different. Okay, the Tai Chi hand sign is like communication. So I'm here to talk and just to relay message, to talk. So if you're just here to talk, fine, right? Leave a message. The heart incense is used to like when you're burning incense. So that means we're having a live conversation. Okay, so we're not just leaving messages or sending emails or SMS. No, it's live. I need you to listen to me now. And while I'm talking, you might be like listening, and then I need you to do something with me and so on. It's kind of like when you burn incense, you're marking what to do with the time now, right? It's live. So heart incense is like a live session interaction. So you're talking too, but at the same time, you want them to interact with you at the moment. The Tai Chi hand sign is more like you can drop a message. Okay, it's kind of different in that way. So yeah, when you talk, remember you're like holding the hand sign, And then when you bow and you touch the hand, then you talk inside, not outside. Okay, talk internally, um, and that's how you do it. I saw your line that sticker, a little bit. Well, it's okay, but not perfect because GPT generated the art, and they put the hand there. Um, when we do the Tai Chi hand sign, right? There are different places that we place it. Between the two nipple is your peers. Like if you're all like about the same level, like Xia Hong, Xia Mia, Xia Jia, like that, then you will be all at this level greeting each other. So that is what the sticker is doing, which is peers. If you're greeting a human upper like me, then it goes to the mouth. And if you're greeting the God, it goes all the way up to the forehead level. Okay, so it depends on who you're greeting. That hand sign will change where it stays. TY4L, Tango Yankee 4, Lima, Echo India.
Tango Yankee 4 Lima Echo India. Yes, I done. I heard this many times during JLG when we're doing the Tai Chi hand sign. Um, so to the heart is when you're greeting peer to peer, and to the mouth is like me greeting John, and if it's to the gods, it's to the forehead, and the golden bridge hand sign, it's so the upper or the other party can settle their heart with you. Um, then there's the oh yeah, the extension, that's the golden bridge, and then there's the one where you bow. Uh, it's kind of like it looks like you're bowing to the ground, but you're raising your two hands to the forehead. Uh, so I'm guessing that one is for concluding. And I was wondering, why do we do like three bows in a way where like first of all we barely like just kind of barely touch, and then the second one is like barely tapping, and then the third one is hold. And I was kind of wondering now why is it like that? TY4LEI.
Okay, good question. Very deep question. Um, okay, that hand sign where you like you overlap the palm and bow, that is symbolizing a piece of land. So you're like bowing to the ground, but you're not actually getting on your knees doing it. That is a very useful thing because when we are like on big ropes, it is very hard to kneel, especially if you're like outside, maybe to somewhere. Let's say if I go to Lay's place and he's like super dirty, I don't want to kneel on the ground. So imagine when my face is on the ground, it's like, oh my God, what am I seeing on the carpet? That would be quite scary. So I will like, bow with my hand as the ground. Okay, so that's what it means. You're actually bowing onto the ground. Okay. Um, so yeah, when we do that bow, it is a concluding, and we also call that a big concluding as well. Like you're telling the God we're all done. I'm all done. Okay, so you do that when you're like all done. You don't do that when you just like done one part. When you just done one part, you do like just a small bow. It's fine. Kind of like nod your head is fine. Okay, but if you're like all done already, you want to show okay, it's all completed, right? Then you do a bow like that. Okay. Um. Now the second thing is why the three bows like that. Okay, so the first bow, like with the hand, like the ground, okay, which is formed by the hand. Okay, so the ground is outside. The first one, you don't touch, you just bow forward. Second is you tap tap, right? Kind of make a contact and come back. And the third one is you stay for a few seconds and then you lift. Okay. So what it means is you're concluding three things. I'm first concluding my intention like my side, right? So when I just bow, empty bow, it's like my side is done. Okay, my side is complete, and then you go like tap, which is like our contact is complete, and then you do the last one, you tap and hold, which is like me and you interaction, everything is all complete. Okay, so three stages: me, our contact, and me and you interaction, all complete. Right, so you're uh, doing like this to show that everything is completed, and that's why you bow like that. TY2 CXG Tango Yankee 2 Charlie Hotel Golf. Okay, he's out. TY4 SXG Tango Yankee 4 Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 4 Sierra Hotel Golf. Um, Sorry, on a different note, Cedron, I've just downloaded Audacity on my computer, my PC, because I just asked ChatGPT if it can make a transcript of uh Zello session, and it says if you're looking to record a Zello session on PC, you can use apps like Audacity or OBS. On mobile, try apps like Voice Memos or Easy Voice Recorder. Once you have the file, just send it my way. So it says it can quickly and accurately transcribe any audio file. So I downloaded Audacity and I was gonna record a bit of our um, our Zello session just as a test case to see how it works. Um, what do you think about that? Just letting you know what I was doing in the background. 204 SSG.
If you want to record, what I am doing is actually easier. You use a tablet and screen record, and then just play through the whole thing. Like go back to the channel and play the message. It will like automatically go through everything itself. And when it's done, you stop recording and upload that video to YouTube. It's much easier. And you don't need to do transcribing because that's too much work. You just need the whole audio, the whole video, and just upload that, and people can listen to the whole podcast like that. It's even better. So don't waste your time doing that one. It's pretty useless. And also for you, Sung, I don't think you are the no, I don't think you'll be the good candidate for this job. The problem is you're not here all the time, and your internet connection is not good. So the thing is, you will not be able to catch every net like Chung. So you'll be missing messages, and you won't be able to do it. So that's not something good for you to do. Just forget about it. Don't waste your time. Okay. Let Chung figure it out. Maybe see what he can do. But for now, I think maybe I'll deal with it with my screen recording. It's quite easy, you know. It's just let it play and run that 1 hour, and then after that, just upload. It's not that hard. So yeah, let's see who else can do it beside me. Then we will have some more helpers. Okay, TY4LEI. By the way, Lee, I just saw some messages and pictures online about Wing's car, and I'm kind of shocked. Wow, she was. I don't know what that is, but it seems pretty bad. So anyway, on to you. TY4LEI. Tango Yankee 4. Lima Echo India.
TY for LEI. Yeah. Um, T. Dang, I forgot what the T is for now. Blanked out. Yankee for Lima. Lima Echo India. Oh, Tango is T. Okay. Uh, yeah. So then, like, I realize there's one flaw it has when you're using Zello with the phone. It is somebody called me while you was explaining about the four. I mean the bows and stuff. When I asked about like the three bows, and then when you was talking, somebody tried to call me. I hang up right away. but then it goes to receiving, so I heard nothing. I have to go back and listen to that again because yeah, probably I'm gonna try to find a slot where I can keep my walkie like charged at all times, and I'm probably going to use that from now on. Cause yeah, now I see the flaw in using the phone. Um, so yeah, uh, I think I saw the picture. I haven't read it yet, but I saw a picture of the car. Yeah, after the net, I'll look, read, see what's going on. Seems like something's up. TY for LEI.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't use the talkie. You're home. How come no talkie? When I'm on the net, I'm very much set already. Every day I have this small talkie for the nets. So every time after the net, I just plug it back USB and like kind of slowly charge it up. So next time I use it, it's always full. And at night when I'm sleeping, I put the thing to charge, and I will use the other talkie for Zello to put beside my bed because that one is louder. So it's even louder than this one. Imagine that. So yeah, I have two talkie cycle like that. And today, when I was thinking about how to do the screen recording, I use my biggest tablet to do that, and it's really smooth. So yeah, you should utilize the talkie more instead of using the phone app. And I don't like using the phone app because you have to hold on to the button with your thumb, or sometimes like, oh yeah, you can toggle it, but still, kind of not really like holding the phone all the time. Is so heavy. Don't you feel that is heavy? Right? But the talkie right now, I actually have it clipped to the wall. I installed a little thing on the wall. I glue it, and now I can clip it to the wall, and I'm just kind of like standing beside it, talking to the wall. So kind of nice. Okay, let's go for the final round. TY4 SXG, Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Okay, Sidran. So, yeah, I think that it would be cool to have the because AI can transcribe everything from audio now. So it would be cool to have a I don't know document to go along with the Zello chats. But that's just me. Um, 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 yeah. Uh, I'm not sure what else to say right now. Thank because it's concluding, I will say thank you for the lesson today, Sidron. I think that's appropriate to say thank you at the end of a Zello chat, I'm guessing. Maybe you can correct me on that. And I'll see you online. 204 Tango, uh, Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf, 204 SSG.
Yeah, no problem. That is a correct and proper timing to say things because we are ending the net, right? So it's last round. It's supposed to be concluding. So yes, that is correct. And but we still have other nets, right? So it's not like we're not doing any more nets. So you don't need to do the big, but you can do the medium. So saying things is good. Okay, let's move on to the last one. TY4LEI. Tango Yankee for Lima, Echo, India.
Tango Yankee for Lima Echo India. Okay. Yes, John. I just saw the picture of the thing where that John clipped it to. Yeah. Perhaps I'll set something up like that, and I'll need an extra USB cable for sure. I'm gonna order me some extra cables, and so that way I can have like the walkie-talkie like always charged up and ready to go for next time. TY for LEI.
Yes, and you see beside my radio, that black thing is the Bluetooth speaker. So I like standing because after the net, I might be sitting already at the computer, and I don't want to like sit all the time. So this kind of like forced me to stand around, and it's kind of nice. I can even like do leg stretch. I can like do some CADing, writing on the board, and so many things to do here. So that's my station for Zello. You can try to set up a place for that later. Okay, so it is now 5:31 p.m. We'll be concluding the net here. 73 to all, and we'll see you back online. Remind you all that tonight we also have another net at 8:30. See you then. This is TY9 YUE Tango Yankee 9 Yankee Uniform Echo 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 Echo. It's clear.
TY4 SSG clear.
TY4 LEI clear.